Alrighty, welcome guys, and thank you for watching Superhero Sunday. I'm joined here with Brad.
Hello.
And how you doing this week, sir?
I'm okay. Can't complain. I'm tall, like always.
Tall like always?
It's true.
Well, we're basically the same height.
Now we are.
Now, after surgery. Yeah, compared to last week, because there was a comment that's saying that wasn't the mid-season finale for Agent S.H.I.E.L.D., which
I'm glad.
Yeah.
And I'm also angry at the same time.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, there's definitely some things that, after the fact, I realized it wasn't the mid-season finale, but now we are mid-season finale for everything besides
Except
Gotham.
Gotham, we got that one right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's a lot of shows to keep up with,
That's
and
true.
once the camera turns on, it's usually Brain Fart City. So, let's start off right with Flash.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, so Zoom came back for the holidays. Oh, joy. Oh, my God. Just even in that opening thing, just seeing Harry run away from Zoom like he could run away from Zoom. And then just hearing Tony Todd, Merry Christmas. Fuck you.
Epic.
Oh, my God.
That was so good.
No. Now, that made me not want Christmas for a while.
Yeah.
I don't want it. That was worse than Krampus. It's awful.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about these weeks, or the Christmas episodes that we've had with Arrow and Flash, and I really like that because I don't really too much remember it from last year, but I'm glad that they're using, like, they're trying to make it holidays instead of and they're being respectful, and I like that. I mean, something so small, but it's something so good to see.
Yeah.
Because in both of the shows, they're like, oh, here's Hanukkah and here's Christmas.
I mean, let everyone have it on the fun. I agree, 100%. But I mean, so the episode, it focused actually not on Zoom, but on Weather Wizard, Captain Cold, and the Trickster. Mm-hmm. And I'm so glad that the Trickster came back. Oh my God!
Always happy to see Mark Hamill.
Every time, every time I'm happy to see Mark Hamill. I'm never not happy to see or hear Mark Hamill. Mm-hmm. And even though he is the Trickster on the Flash, hearing him. And hearing what he's saying, how he's talking, how he's moving, he's very much still the Joker.
Yeah, and it's so hard not to hear the Joker when you're watching him.
Yeah, especially whenever we grow up watching the animated series, playing the Batman Arkham games, it's just even like Deck the Halls with Bells of a Girl Named Holly.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous, but it's great.
That's very good. And not only is the show based around them, but this week it's another Joe episode.
It was a big Joe episode in a different way. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I actually. Because we've talked about how they save a lot of emotional scenes for Joe and Iris, and I kind of feel bad for that because I feel like that's mostly what they do. I feel that's what they're there for now, and I kind of hate that.
Yeah,
I kind of hate that they're there to be fodder for like emotional support, and it's weird. But I mean, at the same time, we also got a little bit more of an emotional scene for Patty.
Oh yeah,
we got to see more of her backstory, her reasoning behind what she's doing, why she's doing it, which is nice, but. I mean, I feel bad for Joe, but I always feel bad for Joe. I want to feel really good for Joe for once. That's what I want. It shouldn't be that much to ask for.
Yeah, he's such a good character, and I mean, I feel like with the next coming, after the break, it's gonna be a little bit happier for him because his son's supposedly gonna be more in the picture now.
Well, yeah.
Or spoiler, Wally West came in at the end.
Yeah. I mean, we knew like as soon as Francine came on the scene and the mention of his son, obviously it's Wally.
Yeah.
But now there is officially a face to Wally's name, so it's very cool. It's very cool to see that. Even though like at the end of the episode, we see the knock on the door, and I was like, it's Zoom. It's something terrible. Someone's fucking dead. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like that's all I was waiting for.
I'm pretty sure someone is dead. For the fact that Wally's there, I'm pretty sure somebody is dead.
Yeah, it's Francine.
Yeah. But
I was like, it's the Flash. Something bad's gonna happen at a good happy time. Damn it.
What do you think is gonna be the suit? Do you think they're gonna have the silver suit or the traditional kid yellow Flash?
I think they're probably gonna go for the silver.
I do too, but I wish it would be the yellow and red because like they can use like old Harrison Wells suit and.
I mean, they could, but I mean, I don't think Barry would be comfortable with that.
Yeah, no.
And I mean, being the showrunners that they're doing what they're doing, I think they like exploring new, they like exploring different, and they like trying to be modern, which is why I think silver is probably the way to go.
Yeah, which honestly I do like the new 52 Wally West. It looks really cool, and But I think it'd be cool to see because since we never got Young Justice to finish,
it's true.
Nice to see it in live action.
True. That there was also some romantic moments between Jay Garrick and Caitlin this episode.
Oh yeah.
And I love Cisco. Like I love Cisco every episode. He's like, oh my god, just kiss already.
He always has his funny remarks.
it was to a point though where he was like, I'm gonna go talk to Harry. You guys are lame.
and saying a lot.
They hate each other.
Yeah.
This episode focused also a little bit on Harry and what's going to be happening with Harrison Wells from Earth 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it involves Zoom, and it involves Zoom in a way that I thought was going to be happening from the very beginning. As soon as we found out that Zoom had Jesse, it was a matter of time to get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Wells makes the choice that he does at all, because it's still Harrison Wells.
And it's his daughter.
Yeah, which is the bigger part.
Yeah.
I don't know why Zoom is trying to play at that angle, though. I mean, I get the whole fattening up like a goose. I understand that. But I don't know why Zoom would feel the need to go through Wells to do this instead of just doing it himself.
Yeah.
Because it could easily be done through Zoom.
And it very well could, but it's just for storytelling art.
I mean, yeah, and villains going to be villains.
Mm-hmm. Got to make things more difficult.
It's true.
That's how it always is.
Very true.
But
we're never going to catch him monologuing, though. That dude uses words very concisely.
Very conservative speaker.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, like, other than that, there's minor things that, like, I always love seeing Christmas lights. Even if it's not a Christmas, I think it adds to the ambiance of a scene so much. It makes it prettier. They did it with Patty, and even though it was still getting around that time, but Patty and Barry, when they're having their kissing moment, whatever, like, just those kind of lights, just, I think, brightens up.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, it brightens up the
Absolutely
frame really
beautiful.
nicely. But that's about all I had to talk on Flash. Do you have anything else?
I mean, I loved all the story arcs in this episode. I loved how everything came together. I love that Weather Wizard, like, he keeps true. Like, he breaks out Captain Cold because he owes him one. I mean, Mark Hamill is there to be Mark Hamill. Yeah. I mean, obviously, probably just to also kind of be like, hey, Star Wars, coming soon. I'm Mark Hamill. I'm in there. Yay. But, I mean, it's the trickster. It's fun. It's crazy. And, he's just great at it. I'm actually glad that we got to see more of him in this episode with the trickster than last time.
Oh, yeah.
And just the dreidel. I made you out of bombs. Jesus. It's good stuff.
Very good stuff.
It's good stuff. And then, just the stuff with Patty was really nice. The stuff with Wally and Joe and Iris was really heart-touching. Mm-hmm. It was really, it was a well-done episode. The only thing that really, I mean, it didn't bother me. Like, it wasn't bad filming, wasn't bad story-wise. It was just, when Weather Wizard gets Barry, and he was like, yeah, you're not going to move, you're not going to do anything, you're going to let me kill you painfully, or I'm going to blow up 100 random kids in this city. And so just having to watch Barry take an ass-whooping like that was hard. Yeah. Oh, my God. But he did it.
Yes, he did.
Cisco and Harry came through. I mean, it didn't make sense because that's not how magnetism works, but I'll throw it out the window. Yeah. I don't care.
Who cares? Science what?
Yeah, exactly. Although I did like that Wells was open enough to be like, do you have a drone? Cool, you're not getting it back.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Alrighty, let's move on to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, I finally got what I wanted, in a way.
But then got it taken right away from you instantly.
Motherfuckers.
Like, it wasn't even 5 minutes, and then your hopes and dreams were over.
Yeah. Like, seriously, like, I was on my couch like, yeah!
He's dead!
Fucker. And then, of course, god damn it. Like, literally, less than 5 minutes later, some bitch.
Which, honestly, like, how did he get back?
It's a good question. It's a very good question, because, I would have thought that... Because the portal was closing whenever Fitz and Coulson got back through. From the way it was cut, too, at the very end, it kind of made it look like Fitz and Coulson, one of them might have been inhabited.
Yeah. It looked like Coulson was inhabited.
Yeah, it
was evil looking.
It was very dark. But at the same time, you have to also understand the ramifications of everything that had just transpired and everything that he just did. So I get that, in a way. Sorry, excess noise. But yeah, in large part of the episode took place on Ego.
Yep.
And I mean, the big reveal is that Will is no longer with us.
Yeah.
That was the big thing.
Which I kind of expected.
Yeah, absolutely.
The second after Gemma left.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was actually, I mean, I thought so pretty much as soon as he started running around knifing people.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait a minute. This is different.
Yeah, this is way more, because if he didn't do it with Gemma in the first place, why would he start randomly doing it with these people that could possibly get him home?
Yeah. I mean, all of it was good. It's again one of my favorite episodes this season, and just seeing Coulson finally kill Ward.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of good things about this episode.
Oh my god.
Like, I loved the playful
sexually gratifying.
I love the playful banter between Fitz and Will. I think that was great.
Yeah, it was.
There was a lot of great things about this episode. And I mean, oh yeah, and one thing I did wanted to point out, like right in the beginning of the episode, we had a Logan and Jean moment with Rosalind and Coulson. Yeah. That was really too close for.
I mean, I can see how you would see it that way. I looked at it more like Liam Neeson from The Grey.
Oh.
Because I mean, it's done pretty much the same way. It's just that I think The Grey did it better. But yeah, absolutely. And, you know, like, as soon as I saw Constance Zimmer's name in the credits, I was like, oh my god, is maybe she still alive? No.
Yeah, no.
I got sad.
Yeah, she's really dead. Really, really dead.
Sniper bullet through the neck will do that, I suppose.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it later on Arrow. But yeah, I mean, this
we got to see some Inhumans in actions.
Yeah, we did.
Blaze, like, actually, he melted a grate. That was his part. And
he also melted bullets coming right at him, which looked really cool.
He mated.
Yeah, he mated the bullets.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, see, I liked that it was really cool, but then him saying I'm bulletproof, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'd get carried away with that.
Don't go take a barrage of bullets, but
yeah, exactly. Oh my god. But it was very cool, and you know I like Mac being in charge. You know, like, you take the Power Rangers, go over here.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing Mac in position, in authority position, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, it's not gonna last long because everybody wants Coulson.
Coulson's back.
Yeah,
he's gonna do his thing. I'm still really, really peeved about Ward. I've waited so long to have it and then to not have it.
Sad face, Brad.
Damn you, Joss Whedon.
Which was a literally killer way of killing Ward.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but see, now he's going to be an Inhuman. He's going to be Maximus or whoever.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to want to start flipping tables. Damn it.
Which me and Brad kind of talked about off camera.
We did.
Who do you think, viewers, who do you think that this new creature could possibly be, this entity of ego?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not Death.
It's not.
It's not any of the other big Inhuman leaders like Black Bolt, obviously.
But that's mainly because the Inhumans movie's coming, and they probably can't do that.
Right. You know, it's funny because, like, Lisa, she's actually worried about, like, Skye dying or something. No. I'm like, no, Quake has to be in the movie.
Yeah,
she's fine. Yeah, she's good to go.
She's one of the bigger characters. There's no way they're going to kill her off on a TV show.
That would be hella lame, too. Kill off Quake before the Inhumans movie and then put it out.
And never even call her Quake? Hey, Trimmers? No, her name's Quake.
It's a pet name between Mac and...
It's close enough. I know. I'm just saying. Like, she never officially gets her Quake name.
It's like him calling her Dude.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
But yeah, this episode, I mean, all in all, it's really good. I love seeing the night for day replacement that they do.
It's good stuff.
It looks really cool when they also have like a flame going off with the actual orange color temperature.
Yeah.
It's just like things like that really kind of tickle my fancy. But
I love seeing Gemma have to like fight with herself and make the choice to unleash Lash.
Oh yeah, Lash is loose.
It's true.
Which sounds very weird in alliteration. Lash is loose. Lash is loose.
You're gonna lose in Las Vegas, LaFleur.
Yeah, but something that kind of bugged me was after she releases Lash, and May like kind of rescues her. How did you not know that May just magically disappeared after you? And then when she's talking to everybody, they're like, "Oh, where's May?" She's like, "Oh crap, yeah, she left."
Yeah.
Like, why would you not, knowing that you just released Lash? Why would you not relay the information to your team?
Why would you not just assume?
Yeah, but I mean, there's minor things that really bug me, but have no what I don't know
bearings.
Yeah, bearings on the episode. Like, I still love the episode as a whole. It was a great episode.
It was good. You know, I kind of want to see more Malik. I want to see him actually do something instead of just barking orders and retreating. Because that's all we've really get to see of him so far.
Yeah. Because he's not a soldier.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, not a soldier. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But...
But
yeah,
I
want
hope
to see Malik do more, because all we've seen him do so far is manipulate people, get people killed, and then try to get information. And while that works for what he is, I want to see him actually do something different. Because I don't want him, again, to be a one-note character, because that's what he is so far.
Yeah.
And his power's Booth. Like, use the actor that you have, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's very true. But... Again, these episodes are fairly short. For being mid-season finales, it's pretty crazy. But, I mean, they were all really good. I really loved all these episodes.
Especially the part where a robot hand, like, crushed a chest into a body.
Epic.
It was good.
I felt it in my own chest when that happened. I was like, oh.
I don't understand why he left the hand there, though. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I guess maybe is like
it
a
broke.
way to...
Crap, here's another one.
It broke after murdering a dude.
Because he goes through hands a lot, and he always talks about he's going through hands. So maybe it's a one-time use hand.
I don't know, because like I saw him leave it there, and I was like, no, what if that's the one with laser finger, and Ward gets back up?
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
You didn't make it.
I would be so angry in life. But yeah, so Ward's back. We're gonna see what he does for the continuation of this season. Hopefully by the end of the season he's fucking gone. Forever.
But we're not gonna get to see until nearly half of next year.
Yeah, for real, probably.
Yeah, I think the mid-season... I mean, I'll talk about it at the outro, but I think it doesn't come back until March.
Dang!
But I did that last year, but that was because of Agent Carter. Like, their mid-season finale, like, break, is another show. Yeah. So, I mean, there's not much you can do about that. But it's a really good show. It helps me pass.
It's true.
But it still kind of sucks because you're...
Yeah, Agent Carter was fun, though.
Oh, I love Agent Carter.
Like, the main villain ended up being, like, one of the original Black Widows. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so, I mean, that... I will definitely be talking about that show on break because we'll have more shows to talk about during that time. But yeah, let's move on to Arrow. Sad days, sad days, sad days. Is all I can really say.
Called it.
100%. You did call it. I did know it, but there is still a chance that I'm hoping. I don't care what no one says. My hope is that they save Felicity. They just try to trick us, and they killed Detective Lance for betraying Dark. That's what I hope. Not because I don't like Quentin, but I just don't want Felicity dead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want her dead either.
And I think it'll bring more character development for Laurel if they kill her off.
And, they might do that too. I wouldn't be surprised, but canonically, I mean...
Because unless they're just randomly... Because they need an Oracle. They really do. And unless they're going to bring Mr. Terrific as new Oracle just out of nowhere, they're like, oh, yep, here you go. You're replacing Felicity. They might, but they are not. Because I said so. And I will cry, Andrew Kreisenberg, if you do this to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a not fun way to end things.
Yeah.
But before we talk more about that, the episode as a whole, it was neat. Because, it starts off with them trying to, like, clean up Star City Bay. Damien Dark doesn't like this. Damien Dark makes things go boom. And so, I mean, it's all really about... it's basically Ollie versus Dark round 1. Mm-hmm. Maybe round 2. I would call this an official round 1, though. Yeah. Because, I mean, a lot of it does take place in this compound for Hive. And we find out, their plan is Genesis, which is a big thing. And, they're trying to make things for underground sustainable life. But we're going to see more of that whenever the season continues. Yes. It's a fun little comic story. But basically, they're gonna try to make an army. Not fun stuff for other people. But, we see, they have a gas chamber. Damien Dark talks about Nazis and how Nazis they perfected the gas chamber. So it's nice seeing, a warlock talk about that, I guess. Yeah. Except it's not. But I still love Neil McDonough as Damien Dark. He's absolutely perfect.
Fantastic. But, I mean...
Dum Dugan. Yeah. As an evil, evil wizard.
This episode, I mean, crap. I mean, there's a lot of cool things. Something I would really like to point out is in the flashback scene, we have an underwater like something they haven't done, and it's
was...
the drone.
Oh my god!
What?
That in the flashback scene, whenever like he was swimming away from the shark, it was so poorly animated.
Oh, that was really poor. But I'm talking about the
so
drone,
bad.
like the actual shot of him swimming. It was beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, and that's something that they haven't really done.
Had it not just had a CGI shark and a CGI ollie, it would have been great. It was so weird.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I mean,
it was like they ran out of budget because it was like weird like pixel art.
Yeah.
Well, not pixel art because I think that's too mean, but it was very puppetish, like just.
And you can really tell because I mean not that they may have ran out of budget because also with the drone, the actual drone, the shooting drone, it looked pretty corny in the beginning.
It did.
But that could have been a lack of color correction. That could have been a lack of a lot of things.
Or time, anything really.
And it still doesn't. I mean, it is a CW show. It doesn't stop the fact that it's a great episode.
Right.
There was minor things that we didn't like, but oh my goodness,
I liked that Quentin put on the hood. I liked that he put on the Green Arrow costume. I liked that Malcolm put on the Green Arrow costume. I like that everyone is working together to take down Dark.
Mm-hmm. It's
very neat to see, and we got to see more of the other Hive leadership. Brother Blood cannot be here with us because he is woefully dead. I feel like they wasted Brother Blood in that aspect because he is supposed to be a member of Hive canonically, but that cannot happen now, which is but
yeah,
we'll get over it. I'm kind of wondering who else they're going to bring in from Hive because you've been of the school of thought that Damien Dark isn't the big bad.
Yeah.
He's not going to be the only one, and I'm kind of starting to agree with you because we're starting to actually see more members of Hive, and I'm wondering just who exactly they might bring. Because I would love it if we got to see. I mean, it would be extremely convoluted, but if there was a way for like Arrow to like bring in like a demigod and then have to like bring in like Raven,
that
would be super cool.
That would be killer.
Hell yeah!
And that would be a way. I mean, I don't know how because they're doing the TNT Teen Titans, and that'd be a cool way to introduce a character.
Yeah.
Don't know if they have the ability to work with TNT, but
I don't know.
But I mean, it would be a really cool way to do it.
But they could also bring back our favorite John Constantine.
Oh yeah, I mean, which they probably will do anyway, since this is a mystical season.
I really want them to.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Ryan is so good at being Constantine.
And he's not going to be Constantine in the movie, and it's stupid.
I agree.
Oh my goodness, why not?
Because people are dumb. And
they want a big famous actor that probably wouldn't do as good a job as Matt Ryan. Not that who was
cast?
Yeah, I think.
Well, Keanu Reeves was in the.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm talking about the new one for Justice League Dark.
I do not know off the top of my head.
I can see his face. I can't see his name. He has a face. He has a face. He's a foreign guy.
He has a face. He's a foreign guy.
He has a face. Cut until we find out, because he's looking it up right now, and I'm probably not going to cut because I don't care enough. I'll probably just keep on talking. Am I going to seem like it's blah, blah, blah. But he has a face. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things about this episode. Well, once he gets the information.
Wait, is it? No. It's not Zachary Quinto.
No? But yeah, little point. Malcolm looked freaking weird as Green Arrow.
Yeah, he did.
He looked really weird.
Awkward.
But I see why they did it that way, but you could clearly see it was Damien Dark, or not Damien Dark, it was Malcolm. And how would Damien Dark not notice that?
Yeah, for real. I mean, if Malcolm had put on his Dark Archer suit, I mean, I would have got that more.
But I understand. I understand they're trying to make it seem like Oliver is not Green Arrow. They don't want him to know.
Yeah,
that.
Absolutely. But again, Damien Dark's not an idiot, and I just found it, and it's between. For the casting of Constantine for Justice League Dark, it's between Colin Farrell.
I'm stupid.
And Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Colin Farrell's who I saw. Which, yeah.
But
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan's better. I mean, I love Colin Farrell. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I don't love him as Bullseye, but I do like the.
But then
actor.
again, you don't like that movie. Period.
Because it sucks.
It really does.
So hard.
I mean, I do own it, but that's only because I try to own every movie that I kind of grew up on. I grew up on that movie, even though I don't really like it to this day. I think Bullseye was a badass character.
Yeah.
But blah blah.
Blah blah.
Yeah. This episode was really good. Malcolm, like I said, Malcolm looked weird as Green Arrow.
He did. Like, I mean, I think even Quentin looked really different because they're each of them have very different body types, and like whenever it was Diggle putting on the hood because the body types are somewhat similar, I understand it. Like in a dark alley, whatever, it makes sense. Diggle can totally be the Arrow, but seeing Quentin,
and nothing on John Barrowman, but he is a heavier set guy than Oliver, so
yeah,
it looked a little bit tighter.
And Lance is a lot taller and skinnier.
Yeah.
And so it was three different, very very different kinds of people behind the hood. So like I said, Dark's not an idiot. I would think that he would notice.
Yeah.
easily.
Especially since the fact that he wasn't even wearing a mask, and he just had his face like halfway out of the hood.
No,
like,
he had a mask on.
Oh, still.
It still is weird.
But oh well. I'm glad that they made it seem like the suit fit differently on everybody though. Yeah. Because it would be weird, like, oh yeah, magically fits everybody. It's magic. It's the magic suit that fits.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, the episode ends with Ollie and Felicity after he had just proposed to her. They're driving away in their car. They get ambushed, and just a hail of bullets.
Which the way I described to my girlfriend, because she passed out in the middle of it, it was basically the Bonnie and Clyde bullet barrage.
It kind of was.
Like, it was very reminiscent of it.
And
like there's the music and everything.
There's no way that Oliver should have survived doing what he did to drive away.
If Felicity
but
got shot...
Oliver has plot armor.
Yeah.
Oliver needs to survive because he's the main character. But Felicity, unfortunately, is a standard human with a big brain, and that does not defend you against thousands of bullets.
Yeah, it really doesn't. But it's gonna be Lance. I'm gonna be adamant with my belief, and it'll happen.
Technically, I mean, we never saw the face of the tombstone. It could still be anybody, but my money is still on Felicity.
Law of attraction. It's gonna be Lance. It's gonna be Lance.
But Lance just got a new love interest. It was Felicity's mom.
Yeah, and so did Felicity. Finally got married.
She didn't get married.
Well, it got engaged. He asked her to be his wife. That episode. That's bullshit.
That's why they did it, though.
Yeah, I know that.
Emotional heartstrings. I gotcha. Just like they got me on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. We both got. We got gotted before we could get got them.
Yep.
But, I mean...
I don't know how you phrased it like that, but I love that you did.
Honestly, it's a very sad week for us. But that's all I have on Arrow. Anything else on Arrow?
No. I mean, it's good. I can't wait to see more Dark and more Hive.
Outro!
You got me. You got me good. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. You're awesome, as always. Stay tuned if you would like to see more of me and Ryan. We're going to continue this fun party over on Late Night Ramblings with Brad Foster, my personal podcast, which you can find at ramblingwithbrad.blogspot.com.
And if you want, I can link your I will definitely link Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you want, I can... Because you have a YouTube channel I don't know if you want to talk about.
I do have a YouTube channel. I don't do it very often. I'm trying to upload stuff once a week. Right now I'm currently doing a Let's Play of Duel Masters, Shadow of the Code. I have something that I'm absolutely planning to do after that, and I'm super excited for it. I don't want to talk about it just yet, but I'm happy to do it. It's a franchise that I love, that I know very well, and I'm super excited to share it with everybody that I can. Other than that, Yu-Gi-Oh!, my YouTube, the blog for the podcast. It's a bunch of fun stuff. I try to do a lot of fun things with my friends, and whenever my friends want me to do fun stuff with them. I do have a few ideas of stuff that we can do together on YouTube that we will talk about on Monday's episode of LNR.
Sweet. And I will link all the goodness on there, and I hope you go check them out. And as always, thank you for watching. My name is Ryan Barbosa, or Barbeta TV.
That's right.
Thank you for watching Superhero Sunday. We will continue this, and even though it is mid-season finale, we'll find more things to talk about.
100%.
So, I love your faces. Thank you for watching, and I guess we'll see you later, YouTube.
Yeah. Wait, are you subscribed? Oh, you're not? Subscribe to this, man. Do that. How about you? In the back?
You're right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we see you.
You. Button. Okay.
Little gray one that's going to turn red. Red one that's going to turn...
choice. I respect it.
All right, you two. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.